I was equal. In my maiden-form bra.
I see where the Russians are upset about the Americans in the Bosporus.
Well, they might as well get used to it. We Americans have always been more Bosporus than the Russians.
Boris and I went to a movie for adults only, and it was so stimulating, we just came out feeling like a couple of kids.
Gee, that was too bad about Mayor Yorty. I hear he fell off the roof. Fortunately, he wasn't hurt. The smog broke his fall.
At my college, we learn all about sex education. Why, one day last week, they even mentioned it in the classroom.
As far as I'm concerned, the biggest problem with interracial marriages is interracial divorce.
I just saw the movie Girl on the Bicycle, and she had a better seat than I did.
Dick?
Yeah?
I'm French.
You're kidding.
How would you handle our problems?
Well, let's see. First, I'd lower your tariffs so we could evaluate your commodities.
In America, you call 3 days in bed with aching bones and high fever the Hong Kong flu. In my country, they call it a vacation.
Miss Ormsby, well, what do you think of that girl who posed nude on the record cover with John Lennon?
Yoko Ono?
No, thanks. I just put one out.
Oh, I hear there's a rumor in Rome that Ralph Nader's next target is the church. He figures they need more safety devices.
Do you know that in the ghettos, the mailmen are walking in twos?
On Fire Island, they've been doing that for years.
Hey, I hear NBC just bought the rights to the next Arab-Israeli war as a half-hour special.
Well, I hear in Red China the government is burning books again. No reason for you Republicans to worry. It's not a political problem. Probably just a shortage of coal.
You know, Boris reads just everything he can get his little hands on, which is wonderful ever since I had my body painted.
You know, I read a book every week. It's called Candy.
If the relaxation in the book world keeps up, pretty soon they'll have to mail the Bible in plain brown wrappers.
Hey, Goldie.
What?
Have you read Hedy Lamar's autobiography?
No, who wrote it?
Hedy Lamar wrote it.
Well, what's it about?
About 300 pages.
Oh, that Hedy Lamar autobiography.
In Smolensk, they just published book about men who have yachts and spiritologies and spectomoyaises and still has a nice skin condition.
I guess everyone has his favorite poem, but the one that really turns me on is Leaves of Grass.
Have you ever taken out a librarian, Dick?
No, I took out a librarian Susan, and I took out a librarian Nancy. But offhand, I've never taken out a librarian Dick that I can remember.
Dad's really miffed at me. To get me into college, he had to endow a library. Then I led the student revolt and burned it up.
You know, Jimmy, every year I get one book for my birthday. Oh, I wish just once somebody would give me the complete works.
In my neighborhood, the first grade has a new textbook with soul. It's called Dick and Jane, Let It All Hang Out.
You know, the trouble with reading candy is 2 hours later, you're hungry again.
Well, if they really want to keep pornography away from the kids, put it in the textbooks, where they'll never see it.
My interior decorator has impeccable taste. When he did my place over as a finishing touch, he made me move out.
Why does the government need a big fancy committee to study rundown tenements? Why not drop by the ghetto and ask the man who rents one?
Myra Breckenridge is a book with a message. It proves that two can live as cheaply as one. Think about it.
Miss Hawn, what do you think about our astronauts getting within 60 miles of the moon?
Well, I've heard of people going out of town, but that's ridiculous.
I'm for keeping up with the times, but I find it hard to refer to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John as the good guys.
How come you people in America always complain about getting stuck with Texas? In the old country, we got stuck with bayonets right in the Cholomieki.
You know what, Alan? Boris is an expert in his field.
Yeah.
But you know what else, Alan? I'm getting tired of always going over to his field.
We're all brothers and sisters under the skin. Gee, maybe that's the trouble. We're all under each other's skin.
Hey. Why don't you come on up to my apartment?
How do I know I'd be safe?
Well, I wouldn't ask you to do anything you didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go up to your condominium.
Well, Howard Hughes is making so much money in Nevada. I hear he's thinking about buying beautiful downtown Burbank as a tax loss.
Judy, you going to watch that documentary on television about drugs on campus?
Oh, Dan, I wouldn't miss that for all the tea in Berkeley.
In my neighborhood, the program to send a kid to camp has been very successful. So far, they've sent 132 of them to camp. Camp Da Nang in Vietnam.
You know, after dealing with the problems of the presidency for a month and a half, I hear Mr. Nixon's thinking of demanding a recount.
I took out a bunny from the Playboy Club last night. Yeah, you know, it's amazing what they'll do for about 18 carats.
We have it bunny clubs in our country, too. Only we use them to kill rabbits for dinner.
Hey,
Chelsea, do you remember when it was impossible for a black man to walk into a restaurant in Mississippi and get a good meal?
Yeah, well, you can walk into one today, though.
Yeah, but you still can't get a good meal.
My sorority took part in a medical experiment last semester. Half the girls took the pill, and the other half left school. Think about it.
I'm not a prejudiced person, but I say a Negro is still a Negro and a Jew is still a Jew, but for different reasons. Think about it.
You know what? I've been dating a baseball player who's in spring training, and last night that little devil sprang at me from clear across the room. Think about that one.
Hey, Sandy, you want to come up to my apartment and watch a lunar eclipse?
But that isn't for 3 months yet.
Well, we ought to get there kind of early so we could grab a good seat, you know.
I'm definitely not interested in an operation to change my sex. I haven't used the one I've got.
You know, my nephew goes to college in Texas. He's now studying under Lyndon Baines Johnson, majoring in deficit ranching.
Hey, just think, Chelsea. Someday we'll all live to be 200 years old.
Big deal. How'd you like to be a little old lady for 140 years?
The church preaches you should live every moment as if it were your last, especially the moment when we pass the collection plate.
Hey, Goldie, did you hear about the Supreme Court? They banned pornography.
Oh, I didn't even know the Supreme Court had a ban.
You know, there's only one trouble with making a lot of money. You get yourself a big limousine, a chauffeur, and then there you are, riding in the back seat again.
Hey, Dick, they must have canceled the party.
Funny, I got my invitation.
What Dan and Dick don't know is that they arrived at the party 5 seconds too early. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, party!
Hey, Tony, did you see Chekhov's Seagull?
No, no. Why should I pay good money to see a movie about somebody else's bird?
Oh, you're right.
Chelsea, now that Mr. Nixon is the chief executive, does his wife call him Mr. President?
Sure. Why should she stop now?
Listen, girls, I have a question. If any boy in America can grow up to become a vice president, how come this time nobody did?
Boris and I decided that we'd been seeing too much of each other. So, last night we turned out the lights.
Hey, Dave, did you see the killing of Sister George?
As a matter of fact, I did. But don't say anything. I don't want to get involved.
Hey, Goldie, did you see the killing of Sister George?
No, when you live in a back apartment, you don't see much of anything.
Hey, they've done a white version and a black version of Hello, Dolly. Next, they're gonna do a nude version and call it Hello, Dolly!
Alan, go to your room.
You know, over the years, we've traded quite fairly with the American Indians. They've given us corn, tobacco, and Keely Smith. And we've given them reservations, firewater, and John Wayne.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi, Dick. Darling, do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't know. What did you figure on showing me?
No, I'm serious. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Well, I used to, but I kept getting thrown out of one restaurant after another.
Yesterday, a man offered me a lift, but he turned out to be a plastic surgeon.
I can understand our black brethren being somewhat disenchanted with the church, but why spread the rumor that Gabriel has lost his lip?
I just finished a long run on Broadway.
Oh, really? What play?
No play. A mugger chased me for 30 blocks.
Oh, that's...
Party.
I have no objection to drive-in churches, but I refuse to give curb service on baptism.
Hey, Sandy. You know, for Lent, I'm giving up girls for 40 days.
Dick, that's 40 days and 40 nights.
At night, I'm giving up skydiving.
The kids at school always give up something for Lent. This year, they've decided to give up the administration building.
You know, last week I went back to college and I picked up my Bachelor of Arts. And a Bachelor of Philosophy, and an electronics engineer, and 2 cops for good measure.
Oh, not all kids are bad these days. My 14-year-old cousin just became den leader in the Girl Scouts. Now, that boy is going to amount to something. Okay, no.
I was out with a fella last night, and he talked me into getting into the back seat. But I wanted to stay up front with him.
Wife swapping is not an original American idea. In old country, my cousin swapped his wife for a tractor. Comes out about even. Wife plows better, but the tractor is much prettier.
Hi.
Hi,
Okay. Hey, my wife was supposed to come to the party tonight, but she's home with mononucleosis.
Oh, well, you'd better be careful, Dan. You just can't trust those Greek millionaires.
Dad's thinking of cutting back on a lot of his charitable donations. He gave a lot of money to Boys Town. Now he's not very happy the way Mickey Rooney turned out. That's a real lot of fun, huh?
Chels, I'm confused. What do you drink with soul food?
Oh, that's no problem. Any good black wine will do.
Inflation's really getting out of hand. Last year, it cost $21 million to elect the president. Well, I can remember when that sum would buy an entire Congress.